This is our fourth plant of the day. This is Ribes menziesii in the Grossulariaceae. Common name is canyon gooseberry. And remember, we talked about ribes in Strawberry Canyon, that there are two parts, two kind of subgenera within ribes, the currants and the gooseberries. And this is a gooseberry. This is our first gooseberry that we're learning. And both currants and gooseberries have alternate leaves that are lobed and toothed. But remember, currants don't have any nodal spines or prickles, and gooseberries do. And this particular species, has both nodal spines and their prickles, but when you talk about ribes, you refer to them as bristles, okay? In this particular species, Ribes menziesii has 3 nodal spines, pretty consistently. So every time, and when I say nodal, it means at the node, and a node is where the leaves come out, or a reproductive structure comes out. But you can see here, every time there's a leaf, there's a node. And you see some spines. You also see other little leaves, right? And this is a phenomenon that maybe we'll talk about later called short shoots. But anyway, this has got alternate leaves. You can see they're kind of clustered at the nodes. And it's got 3 nodal spines, and then between the nodal spines, you have bristles. So that's a combination that is pretty good, at least for Bay Area ribes, to separate out some of the other similar looking species. You'll have other species that we'll learn later that will have maybe a variable number of nodal spines, and sometimes bristles will be absent. One more character for this species is it has some glandular hairs on the underside of the leaf. And so if you look at the underside and just kind of pinch it, just kind of pat it between your fingers, you'll feel there's a kind of a sticky feeling to it on the underside. And that's because there's these little hairs that have kind of a sac filled with liquid. It probably has something to do with defending it against insects like caterpillars that might be chewing the leaves. Ribes menziesii lives in California. It's an endemic to the California Floristic Province, and it is found in kind of low elevation coastal California, in woodland and forests, chaparral. It's a deciduous plant. You can see this guy's, some of the leaves have turned yellowish brown, and it will drop its leaves eventually. You could still identify it, though, with the combination of 3 nodal spines and the bristles between them. The fruits are edible, and I'm blanking on whether they're red or blue, so maybe we can look it up and correct the video. But they're edible. They have bristles in the fruits, so you have to kind of eat them carefully. But they are sweet and they're good, and birds love these plants and love these fruits, and so do other small mammals and humans. All right, so Ribes menziesii, alternate leaves that are simple, lobed, and teethed. They're kind of sticky on the bottom, and this species has 3 nodal spines and bristles on the stem between the nodal spines.